go. Hi, everyone. Let's set this up. Hello. Welcome to McKellar Motivational Monday. I'm going to enjoy our Facebook friends here, so give me just a moment. Hey, everybody. I appreciate all your shares. You know, before I invite them, I'm going to do 30 seconds of thanking people for sharing, because that's kind of a unique Periscope thing. Actually, I have no idea. Maybe you can share on Facebook too. I just want to say hi to the D Squad for a second. So thank you so much for the next 30 seconds. I will thank you guys. Thank Mickey, Mam, Yami, oh my gosh. Photo Girl, Genuine David, Leah, Sophia, Bobby, Alien, Penguin. Thank you so much, Teresa Samson 12. Penguin Mama, thank you for sharing both ways. Erica Hall, Photo Girl, James 176, Cheryl Frey. I missed some in the beginning. I apologize. Hey Vinay, Austin Herman, Mark Lurico, Leo Wilson, Jennifer Teskey, Abraham Sparza, my very first winner ever, Pat's Cats, Ferminator, Heart Activator, cool, Cards, Julia, hey Julia. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining. I'm gonna invite our Facebook friends here now. Oh, thank you, my shirt, yeah, I'm really a mermaid. That's what it says. All right, hang on one second. Here, let's invite these guys. Hello, welcome to McKellar Motivational Monday, or McKellar Monday Motivation, however you like it. We're here with Periscope and Facebook Live, so I'm very excited to share this Monday with you guys for a moment. Today we're talking about the importance of being you. And by the way, just to start off, my name is Danica McKellar. I'm an actress, math book author, Periscope and Facebook lover, and health nut, homeschooling mom, many things. Today we're going to talk about the importance of being you, because we all still well into our adulthood feel the pressure to fit in and to be like other people in order to feel accepted and okay. And as Julie would say, you are enough. You don't have to try to be other people, but I want to take a moment and figure out, well, why is there that impulse? I mean, yes, in grade school, we've all, there's the popular kids, we want to be just like them, and why is that so strong, and why does it keep going? I believe it has to do with the fact that there's this instinct in us from a long time ago that if we are like the tribe that we're with, we will survive better. So, back when we were nomads and wandering around the desert scape trying to find food, we really had to stay together. And if somebody was different, that could be seen as a threat. And I think those people were sometimes rejected. And of course, that's why I think we have a lot of still like prejudice instinct in some of us that, not much in today's society anymore. But I think there's that fear of what's different. And so we end up fearing what's different in ourselves as well, which is such a tragedy. When we are able to be in touch with the uniqueness that we have, that's when we have the opportunity to give and share our gifts with the world, whatever they may be. If you spend your time trying to be like other people, you will miss out on the best parts of you. And this is going to be different. It's going to manifest differently for every person. But there are people throughout history who have talked about this. I want to share some of the quotes with you, because it's staggering how many people throughout history have talked about this. And when you think about the people who've made history, of course, these are the ones who have actually made a difference. The people who have been pioneers, they're the ones who we remember. Whether it's Coco Chanel, who completely revolutionized women's fashion, for example. She took us from wearing corsets to being free, making this t-shirt possible, for example. Thank you. One of my favorite quotes is, be yourself. Everyone else is taken. I mean, how great, how simple. Bernard Baruch said, be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind. That's important too, just even within your own circle of friends. Be yourself. If you're trying to change yourself so you think someone will like you, that person is not serving you as a human being in this world. They're not serving your purpose. Maybe you haven't figured out what your purpose is, but whatever your purpose is, they're not serving it. So just be yourself. People will either be pleasantly surprised and then be like, oh, hey, and be inspired themselves, or they'll be vibrating at a different frequency from you and they'll just sort of drift away. It'll work out. That's whether you're in a relationship like that with someone who's trying to keep you down, trying to suppress your uniqueness because maybe they see it as a threat. That's not somebody you want in your life. Be yourself, and either they'll rise to the occasion or they'll go away. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." Ralph Waldo Emerson said that is the greatest accomplishment. So if you're struggling with it, don't worry. It's you're not alone, and a lot of people have talked about what a big deal this is. Frank Zappa. Now this one contains a little bad language. I apologize ahead of time, but it was so impactful when I read it. I thought, wow, it's a little bit negative, which is not usually my style, but just check it out what he said. He says, "If you end up with a boring, miserable life because you listened to your mom, your dad, your teacher, your priest, or some guy on television telling you how to do your shit, then you deserve it." Harsh words, tough love, in my opinion. If you are listening to other people, then sure, can you blame them? I guess you can just go ahead and blame them for all your problems, but you're the one who chose to do what they said. You're the one who chose to let them be the one who decides who you should be. You are the only person who decides that. It is your responsibility, regardless of what happens. Here's Judy Garland. She says, "Always be a first-rate version of yourself and not a second-rate version of somebody else." And Henry David Thoreau says, "Be yourself, not your idea of what you think somebody else's idea of yourself should be." I'll say that one more time. Be yourself, not your idea of what you think somebody else's idea of what yourself should be. And here's a kind of a simple one that doesn't seem like it speaks into what we're talking about, but I really believe it does. You cannot change who you are, only what you do. So just keep that in mind when you're considering your actions for the day, when you're considering who you want to be, what career you want to have. You can't change who you are. Embrace who you are. But you can change your actions to make yourself the best version of yourself that you can be. And that's going to be more productive, more inspiring to yourself, more inspiring to other people, and it's going to help you get your goals that much faster, which is very important for self-motivation. So I haven't been paying much attention to you guys. I've been mostly telling you all the stuff that I've been thinking about this morning. And I do want to share a story about myself and how this worked as well. You don't need eyes to see, you need vision. That's a cool quote. Thank you, Unneed. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Jonah. Turkey, very cool. The Way I Am, Eminem. Is that a song that inspires you? Thank you, Jer Bear, for sharing. Be original, so no one else can take your place. Absolutely, that's a great one. I think that was John who said that. Yes. So for me, when I was first writing my math books, the very first one that I wrote, which is Math Doesn't Suck, it was not a book that had ever been done before. Nothing like it had been done before. And I encountered resistance after resistance after resistance. People said, well, is it an educational book? Is it a textbook? Is it a self-help book? What is it? And there was some resistance. We actually we weren't allowed to be on the New York Times bestseller list the first year we were out, even though we outsold most of the New York Times bestsellers for months. We weren't allowed on because the New York Times didn't know how to categorize us, and they refused. They said, oh, we think maybe it's a textbook. We're not really sure. They couldn't categorize us. A year later, when it came out in paperback, they finally said, okay, fine, and they let us be on the list. You're going to find resistance sometimes, but this book has changed the lives of so many young girls. I get all the emails and everything else saying how much they feel like they're confident, they can do math now. That means the world to me. And I never wanted to conform. The name of the book is called Math Doesn't Suck. It's for ages 9 to 11. And then after that, I've got Kiss My Math, and then I go up through high school geometry, algebra, and geometry. But these books don't look like any other books. They look more like teen magazines than math books. And yet the inside is a lot of math, along with inspiration and helping girls understand that they want to aspire to be smart, and don't let people make you want to dumb yourself down. All sorts of stuff mixed in. Is it a math textbook? Is it a self-help book? What is it? It's part celebrity memoir as well. It didn't conform. It didn't conform. And that hurt it a little, but it was its greatest asset. Its greatest asset, because it was a unique gift. It sold so much that the printers at the company at Penguin said, why is this math book selling? Why do we have to keep printing new editions of this math book? They would print like 10, 12,000 at a time. They keep doing it until finally they're like, okay, we just should do some big printings of this book because I guess it's a big seller. So trust yourself, trust your instincts. If there's something that you want to do that's inside you, try it. Try it. Don't be worried and bogged down by what you're thinking other people might say. If you're afraid, don't let that come into it. Don't let that fear come into it. This is your life. It's your chance to do what you feel is right. And if you're not sure what feels right, take a moment, close your eyes, and just ask yourself questions. You'd be amazed at the answers that come through when you do that. Meditation helps a lot as well. Yes, R. Norton, Amazon does sell it. So, will I be doing a book appearance in signing in Florida? I'm not sure. My next book comes out in March. It's actually for toddlers, so I'm starting really young this time. But I want to hear from you guys if there's any stories, anything that's happened for you where you took a chance or where you want to take a chance and be yourself and be unique that maybe you were afraid to before. Be creative and create. Thanks, Doc. I just emailed you back today. No fear, that's right. No fear. D-Squad. Be yourself. Embrace it. You changed careers at 38. Good for you, Jonette. That's how you say. You are changing homeschool. I'm not sure what that means, but I homeschool my son. I love it. You're changing to homeschool? Thank you, Bradley, for sharing. Joni. Thank you, Joni. You have 365 opportunities a year to better yourself. Love it. Feel the fear and do it anyway. That's right. Fear will happen. You will feel the fear and the trepidation. Walk through it. I think Tony Robbins talks about walking through your fear, which is why he has people walk on hot coals. I'm not sure I'd do that, though. My mom's done it, but I don't know. Ooh, playing poker professionally. Hey, if that's your passion and you feel it, go for it. Don't let other people tell you it's not okay. Praveen quit his corporate job and started his own graphics company. Good for you. Good for you. Living your passion. You're changing the indie movie model. Fantastic. Oh my gosh, my followers are so amazing. D-Squad, you rock. Yes, you still have things to do. 60 is the new 45. Look, if 40, I'm 41, if 40 is the new 25, then certainly 60 is the new 45. I will survive. Yeah, I put the playlist on. It's one of the motivational playlists that we created together here on Motivational Monday a couple months ago now. You want to coach major college hoops? Go for it. Make it your every day. Do something towards that goal. Yes, healthy eating and exercise. You're 40, successful, and happy. You have no idea what your passion is. Well, if you're happy, you might be doing your passion. But ask yourself, experiment. If you are feeling restless, experiment. Figure out what you like. Take classes but I bet you know what your passion is more than you realize. We usually know more than we realize we know. And if we can take moments to be quiet with ourselves and ask questions, journal write. If I'm not sure what I'm feeling about something, I write in my journal, which to me is just it's just a file on my computer. Some people like to handwrite it. Breathe and think about it. Yes, Joni. Thanks, Jen. Thanks for inviting followers. Will I ever do another TV series? I'm not sure. Right now, I'm kind of like doing a series for Hallmark. I do these TV movies, and I'm doing two a year, it seems. America was not built on fear. It was built on courage, imagination, and the unbeatable determination to... I didn't read the end of it before I came in, but yes, but unbeatable determination. The last time I came to Dallas, Jody, it was in January of this year, actually. You're 12 years old. Oh, you've loved me since you were 12 years old, Jimmy. Thank you. How to fall in love with math, Tabitha? Well, I wrote books on it. Math doesn't suck. Hey, Joyce. I fell in love with math by myself, but I wrote books to help other people do that. But really, not. How about people? My shirt. Oh, thank you. I saw something about alienating yourself on a quote. I mean, on a message, but I missed it. I'm really a mermaid. Speaking of that, when I was a little girl, all the other little girls loved unicorns and horses. I mean, all of them. I was the only one who loved mermaids. I couldn't figure out what the fascination was with horses. Mermaids seemed so much cooler. And that was back before we had the Little Mermaid. It was back before there were any mermaid things. I used to go look in the newspaper and cut out advertisements for Chicken of the Sea that had a mermaid on it, and I made little collages. I'm not sure why I just told you guys that. I guess it's a story of being unique, being yourself. I do have Gloria playing. Where can you buy this shirt? I don't know. This was a gift, actually. I'm really a mermaid. You love Motivation Mondays. Thank you, Steve. Yes, Dennis, I think I'm about to make a Christmas movie for Hallmark Channel this summer. So, thank you, kid. All right, guys. Well, I think we're wrapping it up. Thank you so, so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. If you're not following yet, please do follow. I really appreciate all your shares and coming out and hanging out with me throughout the week on Periscope and Facebook. What's coming up this week? I have a little bit of downtime, which is nice, working on my books, spending time with my son and my family, and but I'll find moments to share with you guys, as I always do. Thank you so much, and thank you to everybody who watched Wedding Bells. For those who are wondering, it's going to air again June 25th, I believe. So thank you again, and I will see you very soon on the Danicam. Bye.